Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the Google Hangout. It's Real Doctrines Google Hangout. If you like more information and stuff, please subscribe to the channel. Tell others about it that they might be able to come over and get the information. But I'm just documenting stuff right now, people. I need audio and different stuff for my future documentation for my documentary. So this one is called the Black Conscious Community and the Oath, right? I just spoke about, the oath a little bit. So now I'm just gonna do like a video interview. I'm not actually gonna interview the brother, but I need the audio. So I ain't even gonna talk. I'm just gonna play the audio on my channel. And with that said, I'm gonna get right to it.
Now, in this video, I want to discuss Freemasonry and its connection or how it relates to the Black conscious community, right? So first thing first, let's discuss the origins of Freemasonry. So now I want you to take a look at this right here. So now, here you see Maruka, right, in the tomb of Sakata. And as you can see, he has his left foot forward. You see, and he has the typical Masonic apron. So this right here is the origins of Freemasonry. It came out of Egypt, as you can see right there, right? And it was the Moors who brought Freemasonry into the West, into the US, and also into parts of Europe. It was the Moors who brought it over there, right? But now, going back to this. So yeah, so that right there is the origins of Freemasonry. But what I want to talk about here is how modern Freemasonry runs. So now we understand that there's certain bloodlines, right? The elite have certain bloodlines that run this whole planet, right? But see, we understand that money equates to power. A person who has money, now they have influence, right? You see. So in order for the people in power to stay in power, they have to have a system set up so that way people who, in order for you to get that type of money, you would have to sign on with them. You have to sign the oath in order to get that kind of money. You see what I'm saying? So that makes sure that now the money that you have, you can't use that money to take power away from them. You see what I'm saying? Right. So people who are in certain jobs or getting, there's 100K. In order for you to even get that money, you have to sign on with them, so they can be sure that the money that you get, you see what I'm saying, you will not be able to use that against them. You see what I'm saying? But see now, right? But see now how this translates into the Black conscious community, right? So now you may have, a Black scholar, right, or a Black metaphysical scholar, right, and he's dealing with conscious information. He's been in this conscious information for a long period of time, right? But see, it gets to a point where he's read all the books. You see what I'm saying? He's read all the books, right? He's watched all the DVDs, he's watched all the lectures, so now he needs a little bit extra. Right? So now he needs a little bit extra. So what happens is that the organization, they're giving that phone call, and they be like, Mr. right, or Doctor, right? You know what I'm saying? We've been watching you. You see what I'm saying? Because they already know who you are, so you see what I'm saying? They know who you are, so it's like, we've been watching you, right? And we're interested, you know what I'm saying? We admire your consciousness. And then the doctor or scholar's like, all right, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, and then they give him that offer. You see what I'm saying? But again, like I said before, they would have read all the books, so they're more inclined to take the offer, right? But see, you see what I'm saying? So they're more inclined to take the offer, right? But just because they take the offer or take the oath, that doesn't mean they're bad people, right? All it means is that they can give you that good metaphysical information, so they can give you the good information, but they can't actually take it practically and take it further than the information, right? You see what I'm saying? So this is what I said about. So this is how I was talking about in the Black Solutions video, how with a new religion, we got these Black scholars out here, they're dealing with all this metaphysical information, but yet a new religion has yet to be grafted. You see what I'm saying? These people are taking you back to these old religions, but yet a new religion is not grafted. You see what I'm saying? That's because they can't actually do it. You know what I'm saying? They know that, they themselves know that's what we need, but they can't actually do it. You see what I'm saying? So again, they can give you the good information, but they can't actually take it practically and implement it the way it should be implemented, right? And then you may have some black people, right, who are in positions of distribution. They're in positions to be able to distribute information, right? But see, what you got to understand is that for them to even get that type of distribution channel, for them to even be in a position to distribute consciousness, right, they would already have to be under oath. You see what I'm saying? Because now, when you're distributing information, you now have power to influence people and influence people's minds. So that person would already have to be under oath to even be able to distribute that information, right? Especially if their platform is a very popular platform, as you wouldn't even get a popular platform unless you are already under oath. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to these popular, you know what I'm saying, these popular conscious channels and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, don't expect any real information from these channels with big platforms. Don't expect any real information. You see what I'm saying? So they can only give you bits, they can only give you snippets, so they can give you the good information to stimulate the consciousness, right? But they can't actually give you enough to actually take it practically and move in a practical direction, right? So when you come to these conscious channels, right, don't be surprised if all you get is debate after debate. You see what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if all you get is intellectual masturbation, as that is all they can actually give you. You see what I'm saying? They're under oath, that's all they can actually give you, right? Also, you may have some, you know, black people who have their own radio shows, right? Black radio shows, again, them having that radio show, they now have power to influence people's consciousness and influence, you know, the people that listen to their radio show. So for them to even get that show, right, they would already have to be under oath. You see what I'm saying? They would already have to be under oath. You see what I'm saying? So again, when you come to these radio shows and stuff, don't be surprised if all you get is intellectual masturbation, as that is all they can actually give you, right? You see. But also, one thing I want to talk about here is that there's different levels of consciousness, right? But this is something I was gonna speak more about in my Matrix video, but I thought I'd give you a little snippet right here. So we understand that, right? We got a lot of conscious people out here. So we have the unconscious, where a person is just flatline and just dead, right? Then you have the conscious, and then what you also have is the subconscious. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out here, we often say that they're so-called conscious, right? We often say they're so-called conscious, but the truth is they are actually conscious. But it's just that people who subscribe to my channel, stuff like that, we are subconscious, meaning that we have submerged ourselves in so much esoteric information and conscious information, right? We have submerged ourselves to a point where we have become deeper than consciousness. You know what I'm saying? We're deeper than just regular consciousnness. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we are able to see the game and we are able to know the true agenda. You see what I'm saying? So these people out here, they're conscious people, because consciousness just deals with awareness, but we are subconscious, so we're deeper than consciousness. You see what I'm saying? Also, another thing I want to talk about is the Black Boule. Now we have the Black Boule, right, which is another secret organization, right? You see what I'm saying? Another secret organization, but if we take a look at the symbol of the Boule, it explains what the organization is about. So if you take a look at this, you see the symbol of the Boule. If you notice, it has the Sphinx, right, and it has the hand or the paw over an urn, which is the Greek pot, right? But inside that urn is the names of people in power, right? So essentially, the role of the Boule or the Black Boule is to conceal the names of those in power. You see what I'm saying? It's to conceal the names of those in power, right? So for example, right, you may have a black person who may produce, you know, some documentaries, right? Some documentaries, but so they may produce these documentaries, and they may produce documentaries that deal with historical events, right? But they may deal with these historical events, but they may fail to mention people or ethnic groups who had a strong role in that historical event. You see what I'm saying? So so they just failed to mention it, right? So that right there is a prime boule candidate. That's right there is a prime boule candidate right there. You see what I'm saying? But see, all black scholars who are under oath, not all of them are bad people. You see what I'm saying? But they did it so they can get further information, and they will often give that information to us, but because they're under oath, they can't actually take it practically and further than the information. You see what I'm saying? But there are some scholars who are actually agents. But again, I can't expose these agents out here. I can't call out names out here because, again, like I said before, when that person's fan base comes at me, you see what I'm saying? I don't have the support. You see what I'm saying? When that person's fan base comes at me, I don't have the support for that. So I can't call out names anymore. You see? Right? But what I can do is expose the agenda. You see what I'm saying? So I can expose the agenda for you to figure it out for yourself. Right? So one of the main agendas in this, what these agents would do, right? They will try to keep you stagnant. So they'll try to lock you into a specific paradigm. But the paradigm that they will lock you into is is this doctrine versus that doctrine. So they have one doctrine here and another doctrine here, and they will be like almost like a battle between doctrines, right? And they will make it seem like, and they will say that this doctrine predates this doctrine, so therefore we should go back to this, right? Well, the truth of the matter is, both of these are old doctrines, so both of these gotta be done away with. You see what I'm saying? And something new has to be grafted, right? But what they will also do is poke fun at religions. You see what I'm saying? And they constantly be banging on religions, and they put so much pressure on religions. You see what I'm saying? And they'll be coming hard at religion, trying to make it seem like they're making a difference. But that religious doctrine isn't going anywhere. Those people who are into that religion, they're just not gonna stop being into that religion. That's gonna continue. So by them banging on religions doesn't mean anything. So by them going around saying Jesus Christ never existed, that won't do shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that religious doctrine is still around. You feel what I'm saying? That religious doctrine is still. So all they're doing is causing confusion. You see? But so that's pretty much it. So that right there is just a little, give you a little insight into this, Freemasonry in the black community and how these black scholars out here, what I'm saying, they're not all of them are bad people, but they're under oath. So don't expect, you see what I'm saying, practical information when you're going around it here. So you gotta keep a watchful eye of these agents. You see what I'm saying? But again, most of the subconscious people, we already know this. So when we go over to these channels and stuff, you know what I'm saying, we just kick back, enjoy the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But again, a lot of people aren't at that level yet, so they don't know. But again, it's a game out here. But one thing I want to say to these black agents out here is this: we understand that outside of the physical, it's all black people, right? So you can't deceive black people. So you can't deceive black people down here, right? And then think that when you leave the physical, everything's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna stay down here with this beast. You know what I'm saying? If you deceive black people down here, you're gonna stay down here. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So that's a message to you black agents out there. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, that's pretty much it. So again, you gotta keep a watchful eye out for these agents. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep a watchful eye out here. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Alright, and take care.
All right, everybody. That just goes to show that, like I said, when my subconscious, when I woke up after people trying to buffer me and keep me out of certain circles and different things, because, at the end of the day, one is not able to bring me under their oath or into their system like they can do others who, blatantly willing to sell their soul and bring their community or their people into this circus called House of Conscience and stuff, then they had to do something to try to, kill my character and do different things and attack me. You seen the same thing happen with young Pharaoh when he spoke out. But like I said, now he's under the watchful arms of a handler. So everyone should already know, ain't nobody gonna handle me. Ain't nobody finna tell me and, walk me around. I don't do that, you know. I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. If that's a ghetto wasn't heaven, it's ours. Black power is what I'm screaming. Is what people screaming at a paranoid rate, you know. Yeah, I love Pac. He was laying it down, and he was also bringing us into the consciousness. If you listen to his music a lot, he was bringing us into the consciousness and even soaking it in our subconscious about who do we believe in and who to put our faith in, and the different individuals out here from the music industry that's combining with the conscious community industry right now. Notice I say conscious community industry. It's become an industry. And if you don't go through the initiation factory line, you won't be able to make it into the community now. You have to go through the Masonic, Amun-Ra, so on and so forth. You know, Greek fraternity lifestyle that brings you into this lifestyle. And as Shaka Utmost said in his video, if you're doing the Greek stuff, we know you homosexual, and that's not for African people. But yet at the same time, when you see people, you know, pledging in fraternities and stuff, do you see what happened to the people that don't get talked about most of the time? They end up dead because of hazing and stuff. They end up poisoning or something, and then they never tell you that really it was because they was hazing people or whatever. Some deaths is not all about accident, this and that, but people are actually doing stuff to people. You could even take it to the sacrifice conversation. It's a lot of craziness, people. You better start watching yourself, and people need occult practices. So with that said, I'm gonna say peace.